Hi, this is David Crowley from SCI, and I am joined by Valery from the Leaders for an Equitable Tomorrow program. And we are excited to talk about an important upcoming event we have on October 23rd. We are going to be exploring the connection between teen mental health and social media. At this event, we are going to have a professor from BU, Dr. Jill Walsh, talking about this issue. And maybe if you could just share a little bit about your thoughts on why you think it's important for teens, both teens and parents that come to the event, because both are invited.
One big thing I would definitely say for me was being able to notice that teenagers really do struggle, and we really have been struggling, especially since the COVID-19 epidemic that really shut down everybody's lives. Teenagers have started to struggle a lot more with opening up to other people, especially when it comes to their mental health and just their well-being in general. So one thing that Senator Markey was bringing up that I found really interesting was just the contrast of how much teenagers have been struggling in comparison to the past and how much it's because of social media these days. I think social media, especially with the way everybody was locked in their homes during quarantine, became a really big aspect of everybody's lives, especially with teenagers and all the different forms and platforms that we use when it comes to social media. And I think it really does have an effect on our mental health. We see things online, we post things online, and the fact of the matter is you think about what other people are going to say about it. So I think that really does have an effect on how we think about ourselves because we're worrying so much about how others are thinking about us.
Maybe if you could just share a little bit about your thoughts on why you think it's important for teens, both teens and parents that come to the event, because both are invited and encouraged to come.
I really think that as a teenager myself, I know I struggle a lot with when I see things on social media about other people, and I compare it to my own life a lot. I think everybody does. And I think it's really important to acknowledge how much we compare our own lives to what we see on social media, because when it comes to social media, you can really edit anything. You can change anybody's perception of how something is going on. And I think that it's really important, especially coming to this conversation, to be able to recognize how social media does affect our day-to-day life, our day-to-day well-being, and as well our perception of ourselves because of how others portray themselves on social media.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And so at this event, we will have an opportunity to hear from Professor Walsh, but also then breaking up into groups with just teens talking about this issue, as well as parents and other adults. That would be an interesting conversation. So that the event is Monday, October 23rd, 7 o'clock at the Boys and Girls Club in Woburn. We encourage you to get more information and sign up at socialcapitalinc.org. And Val, while I have you here, before we totally sign off and let you get back to your weekend, what we referenced at the outset the Leaders for an Equitable Tomorrow program, and we're not looking at just mental health and social media, but just broadly about mental health. What any other wisdom you feel like or insights you've gleaned from being in the LET program that you'd like to share?
I think one really big thing that I've learned from coming to LET is it's okay to not always be okay. I know personally I've had moments where I feel like I can't talk to other people about how I'm personally doing because I don't know how to express it to others. And from having this internship and working with this program, I've been able to recognize a lot of different ways and learn a lot of really amazing ways to be able to express myself comfortably with others, as well as help myself when I can't find somebody else that can help me, and being able to find a way to rely on myself and grow, realizing that it's okay to not be okay when I can't find somebody else to help me, which I think is a really, really big tool that honestly everybody should know, teenagers and adults alike, because the fact of the matter is, as humans, not everything's amazing all the time. And I think being able to recognize when everything's not going exactly according to plan and be able to adapt and have the skills to help you deal with emotions that may come with that and the stress that may come with that is really important.
Yeah, good advice. And this LET program and other things we do as well. I think I encourage, it's great that you have clearly grown and gained from being part of it, and we hope more students will come and be part of the conversation on the 23rd. Thanks, Val.